Hey friends, and happy day after Christmas in 2019. If you could spend just 10 minutes a day and make 2020 the absolute best year of your life, would you do it? Would you invest just 10 minutes to build your self-esteem, to create your life on purpose? Well, I'm here to teach you today exactly how to go about that. And if you want to come back to this video and watch it later, just go ahead and download the PDF. It will explain all of the 5 steps that I'm going to talk with you about today that you can use to manage your perspective, to start your days on purpose, to live into the life that you are envisioning that is going to be the career that you want. It's going to create the money that you want, and from there you can create amazing health and a beautiful lifestyle that's exactly as you want it to be, that is so much what you deserve. So go ahead and download that, like the Be Happy First page, get on board with us and see how your life can improve starting in this year, which marks the beginning of a new decade. So the exercise, hello Tammy, thank you so much for being here. The download today is going to take you through 5 different steps that we want you to do every single day. And I'm going to give you a brief summary of what these steps are and why they are so useful, and why for free, for just 10 minutes a day, you can begin to create the life that you want. So the very first thing is to create your magic orchid for the day. Now, the PDF download will give you the whole story of the magic orchid, and I encourage you to download it and enjoy that. But basically, your magic orchid for the day is a thought that always makes you happy, that always makes you smile, that always lifts your spirit, so that you have this as an anchor whenever you feel like you've lost control of your day, you've lost control of your mood. You can always go back to this thought that will help you to get back in the vibration that matches the life that you're envisioning for yourself. Now, this can be a memory, it can be a person, it can be a pet, it can be anything at all that makes you smile. Now, it's better if you choose a different magic orchid every day, and I'll tell you why. But if you can't, if you're in a place where you are just not in love with your life at all and you struggle to find one thought that makes you happy, you can use the same one over and over again. So let me explain to you what happens to your brain during this process. Now, if you are in a depressed place, in a sad place, in a lonely despair type of place, the process of searching through something that you love is uplifting. It forces your mind to turn away from the things that are making you sad and to search out things that make you happy. And if you are on the other spectrum and your life is just so amazing that you have to pinch yourself every day to remind yourself that this really is your life, then the process of sifting through all of the great thoughts in order to choose just one is a giant vibrational reminder to you of how amazing your life is, which increases your gratitude, which increases your ability to look for the positive things in your life. So choosing one magic orchid each and every day and write it down. There is a proven connection between your brain and the process of actually writing something down. Your chances of achieving a goal that you write down are increased exponentially. And if you share that goal with another person, they're increased even more. So if there is something that you really, really want, commit to writing it down. Commit to sharing it with someone else, and commit to being accountable for taking steps in the direction of that. So, step number 1, each day, choose your magic orchid for the day, your anchoring thought, your always bright, sunshiny thought. My magic orchid today, I just got to spend time with my great niece, who is such an amazing child. And so she was my magic orchid for today. And yours can be whatever you want it to be. The second thing that we are including in this document is to write some affirmations. Now, affirmations are statements of how you want things to be, statements of ways that you want to reprogram your subconscious to believe. So if the If the struggle in your life is around your career, perhaps an I am statement would be, I am in love with my work. I enjoy every minute that I spend creating and making my living in this world. I'm wealthy. I'm abundant. And sometimes that can feel too much for you. It can feel like such a lie, because in the beginning it is, if that's not what you truly believe. But as time goes on and you do this day after day after day, it begins to feel true. It begins to feel like the normal. And then you begin to live your life in that way. So if it feels better in the beginning, instead of saying, I am wealthy, you can say, I am getting wealthier every day. I am more financially abundant every day. I am finding ways to enjoy my work. I'm finding ways to mold my career in ways that please me and make me light up and want to go to work each day. So these are your affirmations. And we have, if you get stuck, we have resources that we can give you that are pages and pages that you can go and look at and choose one to write in your journal and to use as a guiding beacon for your day. And then step 3 is your to-be list. Now, many of you, I'm certain if you are watching this video, are makers of lists. You're makers of things to do, things that are on your plate, obligations and responsibilities and goals and things that you want to accomplish. So we want to take this into a more spiritual realm. Instead of saying, I am going to do this, I'm going to be this. I am creating is your to-be list. I am creating an amazing business. I am creating a lucrative career. I am creating an amazing body. I am creating a healthy, fat, and beautiful bank account. So your I am creating statements are your to-be list that you do each and every morning. And you just need to do 3 of these. The top 3 things that are your priority, if you take the time to write down those 3 things, then you're teaching your brain to always come back to that focus. And this helps you to make your decisions throughout the day. Well, so is this activity going to help me with the top 3 things that I'm creating today? And if it's not, this can be put aside for a later date. And then, so you have a very easy way to decide how you're going to spend your time and your energy and your attention each day. So 3 I am creating statements, your to-be list. And then step 4 is to spend a minute with your vision, with your dream for your life. Now, creating this is an ongoing process, but this is a point in your future, 6 or 12 or 18 months away, of how your life will be when you have manifested the job you want, when you've manifested the business that you want to start, when you've gotten that promotion and that raise, when you are becoming the master of your money and feeling financially abundant. What does that look like? And describe that in as much detail as you can, especially how it makes you feel and how you see the woman that's living that life being. And then your goal for the day is to live as if this vision were already your reality. What does that woman do? How does she spend her time? What kinds of stories does she tell herself? What kind of people does she hang out with? What does she wear? What are her dominant thoughts? And how does she make informed and deliberate choices about where she's putting her attention each and every moment of the day? And then those are your 4 steps that you'll do each and every morning, and you can do these very quickly. If you have the time and you want to commit the time to spend more of your time with this in the morning, then go for it. Because the longer you spend creating, the longer you spend anticipating and being the person that is living the life that you've imagined, then the more successful you're going to be. Most of us spend more time planning a 2-week vacation than we do planning our lives. So take a minute each morning and plan your day. And then finally, the 5th step in this process is an evening journaling activity in which I want you to write down at least 3 things that you excelled at that day, that you got really right, that you accomplished. Give yourself credit for your wins. Now, this is the opposite of what most of us do. Most of us go to bed and lay awake, tossing and turning, thinking about all the things that are still left on their to-do list, instead of rewarding them themselves for all the things that they did accomplish. They're just beating themselves up in advance for all the things that are left to do. So this is a giant self-esteem building exercise. And when you elevate your self-esteem, suddenly you become a vessel that is bigger, that is able to welcome more abundance, that has more of a sense of deserving of the things that you have envisioned for yourself. So write down at least 3 things that you accomplished that day. If you are just really rocking your world and you want to write a list of 10 or 20 or 30 things that you did right that you loved about your day, feel free to do that. But write down at least 3. Now, again, this can look different according to where you are in your life and your journey and how you're feeling about things. All of us have had days where we just didn't want to face the day. We just couldn't muster the energy or the enthusiasm or the inspiration to do the things on our to-do list. So maybe your list is, I brushed my teeth, I took a shower, I went for a 15-minute walk. Maybe they are very small things that you accomplished, but you accomplished something even if you just woke up and looked at your day. So give yourself credit for the wins, no matter how small or large they are. And of course, if you're having an amazing day and you're accomplishing great things, celebrate those. Celebrate those and suck up the energy from all of this positivity and put it in your bank to use for the days when things don't go quite as well as they did today. So in the grand scheme of things, when you look back over your week, your month, your year, and you have written down all of these wins, I promise you the wins are going to far, far outstrip the perceived failures, the perceived missteps, the days that you didn't quite perform up to your own standards and do the things that you felt you should do. So all of this together is going to teach you to be more in touch with yourself, to be more in touch with your dreams for your life, and will help you to feel as if you're moving in that direction if you will commit to spending just 10 minutes with these exercises each day. So I really encourage you to download this, get yourself a beautiful journal that you love writing in, and just commit to 30 days. Commit till the end of January and then see how much better you feel, how much more you've accomplished, how much better you feel about yourself, and how much more in charge and empowered you feel with your life. So come back here and join us on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 11:30 Eastern time for the How to Choose Happiness show. We are giving you tips and tricks and free items every single week, and we'll have a new topic each month. Next month in January, we are going to talk about your relationship with your body and all of the physical things that go along with that. And in the coming months, we'll talk about money. We'll talk about relationships. We'll talk about love. We'll talk about your general feelings about who you were meant to be on this earth and what it means to live and die and what it means to forgive. So we have lots and lots of juicy stuff coming up for you on the How to Choose Happiness show. So get in touch with us. Stay involved with us. Like the Be Happy First page. Download the free Empowerment Through Journaling exercises that I guarantee will change your life. And just stay with us. So have an amazing weekend. Remember until Tuesday that happiness is a choice and you can always choose to be happy first. Happy New Year.